There we go. Do not shoot collared cougars. We're going hunting up here tomorrow, so I thought I'd come up here and take a look and see if there's any elk up here. Not that that'll matter, it's the middle of the day. They're not going to be walking around displaying themselves. Jeepers. It's a little chilly today. It's only the start of September, but it's still chilly. Look at all those bullet holes in that map, eh? US or Canadian are all the same. See all those tracks there? Those are cow tracks. They're not sharp enough for elk. But as you can see, we're not supposed to shoot the collared cougars. I guess there's tame cougars up here. It's so cool today, and it's blowing, as you can see by those trees up there. Blowing quite a bit, actually. I left the house, and I went back and got my chaps, because it was so chilly. I thought, I'm not going to be able to handle this. And I wore my summer gloves. Good thing I brought my winter gloves along, because I just put them on. And man, what a difference they make. Beaver traps. You got a warning back there also to keep your dogs on a leash, because they got baited wolf traps. Baited wolf traps. Poisoned wolves. I guess they're trying to kill them. There's so many of them around. You see a few of them, but you don't have that many. But they sure play havoc with the deer. And I suppose you can see these fences right here. So there's bound to be cows. So maybe the ranchers want to get rid of the wolves in this area because it's getting at their cows. Now the only cow I want to see is a cow elk. Let's see if I do or not. Beautiful country, beautiful ride. But once again, back in the same area. BC government decided there's too many cow eating up all this grass. Too many cow elk eating up this grass for the range cows, domestic cows. There's one right there. What do you do when all of a sudden you'll realize this is a motorcycle? What was he do? Nothing. Oh, nothing. That's what you call a tame cow. There's a bunch more. I hope that's not the only cows I get to see. Oh, and there we go, around the corner, and there's a bunch of them right there. Hey! No attention at all. You see these cows? They're treated a bit differently. I go to Alberta and you see the cows there. Out in the open range, as soon as they see you, they're off at a run. But here, they're pretty different. I guess they work at keeping them sort of half domesticated. You'd have to in this country. Either that are really good dogs. You sure certainly couldn't round them up with a quad or a horseback. They are cows. It's not exactly like herding cats. Well, don't know what this is going to do weather-wise. Have to look around. Lots of open country. Wouldn't be surprised if you do see some elk around. Let's go up here and see what we see. This might be a good spot to hunt. Don't know if it would be, but it might be. That's a forage here. Clover. That used to be a common expression, we're in the clover. Used to be. It's one of the benefits of being an old guy, I guess. You get lots of used to be's. Used to be! Well, this might not be a bad place to hunt at all. I was thinking, probably tons of people creeping along this road. Oh yeah, you don't have to walk over here. Just come here. It's pretty darn open. It is pretty darn open. I'm surprised. Here I thought it'd be kind of crappy hunting over here. But no, I think not. I think this is where we'll go tomorrow morning. Norm and his 65-year-old elk license. Which there's a bunch of people will be hunting around here tomorrow morning, but we'll do it anyway. One and two is being one of the lucky ones. Gotta tell Norm to shoot him uphill, not downhill. Well then, where would you get over there? Look at that, eh? It's on the other side of the river. You can see the banks of the river over there. There's a river down there. There's power line. That's probably the highway over there. Oh, that'd be a dandy place to hunt. Oh. Any place is dandy to hunt if there's elk there. No elk there, they're all suck. Excuse me. I could have wore my winter coat even. I put the liner in my summer coat, but it's warm enough, don't complain. Very nice. I'm going to hunt for the rest of the week. It should be different. I usually sit on my computer and watch what gold is doing. It's downright interesting right now what it's doing. It's going up and up and up. Which is not really a good sign. It's usually good for my investments, but it's not good for the world economy. The higher the price of gold, the worse the economy's doing. And that's a road going down there. That's what we'll be doing, road hunting. That's why, good thing I got my little truck. It's fueled up, it's all ready to go. That'd be interesting. I don't even know if I should bring my rifle along. Yeah, of course I will. Imagine going hunting without a rifle. You never know, when you're out hunting cows, that's when you see bulls. Which would be alright, because I have a bull tag. But I'd still rather have a cow, because they're better eating. I remember once at the end of the season, I had a white-tailed doe tag. And I was hunting over towards Area 6. Unless you're from this area, you won't know where the heck it is. And I was sitting on top of this knoll, watching, and pretty soon I see this movement behind me, and there is this 4-point buck. Looks out and looks across the road at me, and I'm just hunkered there. Don't say anything, just look at him. Finally he gets the idea that I'm not what he's looking for. He creeps off. I'm gonna go down that road. And then pretty soon it's huge. It's the biggest white-tailed buck. Well, no, not the biggest one, because I shot the biggest one I ever saw. But pretty close to the biggest one I ever saw. He had a beautiful rack on him. Comes up behind me. Looks at me. He keeps on walking right to me. So, me having only a doe tag, I thought, I just raised my cap to him and said good morning, and he just snorted and took off. And so then I'm sitting there a little bit longer, and pretty soon down below me I hear this crunching in the snow, because the snow is hard packed. And I look down there, and here comes this muley buck. And this is right in the rut. The muley buck's neck is thick. He's a big animal. But I still have a doe tag, so I think I'm going to sit here and wait for the doe that's following him. Well, turns out that bucks follow does, not the other way around. Never saw a doe that day. I went home. That was the last day for my doe tag. And I get home and I start reading the synopsis, and the limit is two deer. I already shot one deer. So I was thinking the other one is going to be the doe. But I could have shot any one of those bucks. And I never did. Regrets. Well, back then I had to feed my family, so I away from a couple kids. But I'd already got a deer and elk, so it wasn't a big deal. But it shows you better pay attention to the hunting rigs. You better pay attention close. You're going to miss something that's important. Like, this is not very open. I mean, you can come around a corner and see an elk sitting there. Easy enough. Lots of places for them. There's a road that goes down there, and a road goes down there. What do you think? We'll go down here to the river, just where it goes. We'll find out soon enough. You know what I forgot? I forgot my phone. I wonder where the hell it is. Where did I forget it? No, I didn't forget. Where did I? I never put it in this jacket, so I did forget it. Oh well. Guess I won't be able to phone my wife and tell her where I'm at. She'll get at me. She said, I always tell you to put your phone on. What's the point of having a phone if I can't phone you? Not that I'd hear it anyway over this machine. I don't even know where the stupid thing is. It's probably sitting beside my comp. Look at this, eh? Come out here camping. There's trees coming down, branches coming down on the road. Oh, dead. Now, there's one thing about this hunt season. If I hurt myself down here, I'll probably have to wait till tonight. But somebody will find me. Lots of people using these roads by the looks of it. It's only the start of the season. There's no real elk in here yet. Oh yeah, it's getting down to the river here. I don't know if it'll go right down to the river. Look at that, trees falling right in the middle of the forest. I wonder if it made a sound. Guess that all depends if there's anybody here or not, alright? What do you think? Should we go over that? Guess we can't. I'm definitely not going down there. Tons of people around here with quads, I think. I've seen anybody out hunting today. Of course, it's the middle of the afternoon. Everybody's probably at camp having a cup of tea. Excuse me. Well, that might have been a nice road to drive. I wonder where it comes out here. Nobody goes up there, but looks of it. Looks like they all go up here. I'll remember that. I'll remember this one. When it rains, I bet you this is slippery. I better make sure my spare tire is good shape here. I got a home. I got to make sure I got to take my gold pan, put it in my box, along with a bunch of other elk hunting stuff. Oh, look at the grass. The grass here is so thick. There's our little ruts in the roads. Oh, there's a little trap here. Do we see any tracks at all? Besides car tracks, of course. Nada. There's a coyote. Look at that, eh? Little tiny guy. Oh, there's a coyote. There's bound to be something. What in the world does that thing say? Forest research pilot. Okay, do not disturb. Trying to keep that tree safe from woodcutters. This is forest land, public land. Which means nobody's bought it and put up a private no hunting sign yet. They will. It's a little windy in places. Things get blown around. Let's hope we avoid it. I don't like wind very much, but I have a choice. Yeah, that's the road I went down. Another road. There's roads all over the place. Take your pick. Take your pick anywhere you want to go. Wonderful little bike, this old KLR. This bike is a 94. That makes it 2004 is 10 years old. Holy smokes! 2 years it'll be 20 years old, this bike. Well, it's a little different than the newer ones. It's still a good bike. And it's only got 23,000 kilometers on it. That's like 15,000 miles. Not much. But they've been hard miles. The original owner didn't put very many on. And I remember when the guy who bought it from the original owner, a friend of mine, we went and looked at it. He bought it. He didn't put very many miles on it, but the miles he didn't put on were awfully hard miles. And then he wanted to sell it. So he gave me a good price, and I said, all right. And I told my son about it. I said, do you want to buy one? It's a very good price. So he did. He didn't put very many miles on, but he put hard miles. The miles he didn't put on were awfully hard miles. And then, when he decided to sell, he got divorced. One guy gets married and decides to sell it. Another guy gets divorced and decides to sell it. The reasons people sell motorcycles. Anyway. Down too. I gotta hunt it down because it's all low down, below 5,600 feet. Anyway, I'm kind of the guy who likes motorcycles and keeps them. So I had a KLR 2001, but it had way more miles on it than this thing. And it looked way nicer too. So I sold that one, bought this one. Not in that order, the other way around, but that's the way it turned out. And I'm happy as a clam with it. I took all the stuff off of my 2001 and it fit right on this one. Another few things I had to fix. He broke the electrics, and he had the back brake is a common fault in these things. The bracket that holds the back brakes gets broken very easily. I had it broken on my other one. I had it broken on this one. But I ordered a fancy high-tech one, so hopefully it's not going to get broken. The doohickey. And it's just been a terrific little machine. My super trap on it. I don't know if that was a good idea. It's sure it's a loud little bitch. But if I put the stock exhaust on it, people don't hear me. That old BS about all the Harley riders saying loud pipes save lives. Well, it could be true. The loud pipes do stop people from cutting you off in your lane. Because they hear you. They know there's something around. They can hear the throb even through the closed windows. They can hear the exhaust. Just a bum 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 bum. So that's true. Because I rode the super trap for a long time, and then I got tired of the noise. Put the stock exhaust back on. And within a day or so, I had somebody try to cut me off. Just because they didn't see me there. I was in a 2-lane road and started pulling over. I had to hit the horn to tell them I was there. Whereas if I had the exhaust, they wouldn't even have thought that. They never do. So, loud pipes do save lives in some ways. But at the same time, I'm not really a loud pipe guy anymore. I had a loud pipe in my Versus, and I took it off. I couldn't stand that blatant noise. But then that thing runs quite a bit more. This thing here is pulling 5,000 at 100 kilometers an hour, which is awfully loud. But that one pulls 6. Got 2 cylinders that are just blaring away. So that one is probably a little too loud anyway. I'm glad I did it. On the Versus, it really makes a difference. It really puts me into the stealth mode. Look at that bush. Some hunter's been up there and dragged some bush out. Hunter. Now, is this keeping the cows in here or the cows out of here? know, I'm glad I changed these gloves. Even with these gloves, it's a little, it's telling me that I should have wore my heavier ones. Black clouds are coming in there. I want to make sure I get to St. Mary's Lake before those clouds do, because I don't want to get wet. I'm such a wimp. I will. St. Mary's Lake is right below that mountain up there. Funny, it takes a while to get used to the off-road stuff, you know? A lot of times your hands, the best thing to do is lighten up your hands. Don't try to steer the bike. Form the general direction. Give it gas and away you go. It took me a while to figure that out. I went to Mexico with a bunch of guys that I didn't know. And there was a couple of guys who were real hotshot dirt bikers. One old guy had a KR just like mine, and he could ride. One guy was a hotshot from New York on a KTM, and he could ride. Mind you, they both were very familiar with that area, that environment. I wasn't at all. I was an old guy, I didn't have the proper tires, didn't have the proper gear. Way better equipped now than I was then. So I could go to Mexico now and it wouldn't be near as much of a hardship as it was back then. I might have to go this winter just because. Go to the Baja again. That was fun last winter. No elk. Those tracks are fresh tracks from hunters and fresh brushes from the trees. Well, this is the middle of the day. What do you expect to see? Expect to see anything? Yes. Nice thing is out here is I didn't see any other hunters. Does that mean they're not out here? It would be nice if that were true. Because that's one thing I've noticed. Elk are everywhere. Everywhere. Man, it's cool out today. Really cool. How fast am I going? Oh, I'm going slow. 70 kilometers an hour. When I'm in the Philippines, this is the normal speed for me. 70 kilometers an hour. But that's on a 125, not a 650. The roads aren't like this. The roads aren't as good as this. And there's way more people. And there's dogs and cats. Chickens, pigs, and kids. But definitely is not as cold as this. temperature is really dropping. You can feel it. Even with my chaps on. Chaps, you see? Probably can't see. I'm not gonna put my head down this bit. Elk hunters. That's the road. Yeah. Check back there. I should have checked back there for tracks. I think I will. It rained yesterday. Oh, not much. Not even many car tracks. Oh. What do you see? Driving along the side of the road looking for tracks. Man tracker! Hardly. Okay, there's a mountain. They'll probably up there. I come down here where the people are. What is that? Is that it's a deer. That's what I thought it was. Where did he go? Here we are. We waited for the big black clouds. Are we back in civilization? Nope. It's just back over a bridge. Well, it must be in civilization. There's a bridge here. Beauty. Just beauty. You know, I never get the idea of a guy who wants to travel roads like that, these speeds. You don't see anything, all you do is watch the road. I see that show man tractor. Oh yeah, there's a guy who's here hunting. He's got a thing for his quad at the top of there. His quad up the mountain. It's a lot of money to go hunting, huh? Big truck like that with a steel deck and then a quad to fit on top of it. Oh, look at that. Truck and then a bridge. Civilization. Oh, the people, look at that. People with dogs. A vicious dog. Yeah, look at the lake. Looks kind of disturbed. disturbed. Now let's see if this thing actually turns off. Let's see if this thing turns off.